Alrighty, Art Fair 101. We're going to talk about what is an art fair, who is it for, and what are we doing, right? I'm going to assume that you guys know nothing about art fairs. I'm also going to use the term art fair as like an umbrella term for a lot of different types of events that I tend to vend at, and we can get into those subtypes later. But art fairs. In order to vend at an art fair, you have to have artwork that you're selling. And I use the word term artwork very loosely. Some people think artwork and they're like, I must have oil paintings, which is what I do. But you could have all sorts of stuff. I've seen people sell bread. I've seen people sell tea. I've seen people do photography and sculpture and stuffed animals. Those were really cool. There's all sorts of stuff, really. The world is your oyster, with the caveat being that depending on what type of thing you're selling, you're going to want to look at different types of events. And again, we can get into that later. But you have your thing, you have your stock, and you'd like to sell this. You apply to an art fair. Again, that's a whole video. You get in, you show up. You're going to be setting up usually a 10 by 10 square foot space. If it's indoors, you can get really creative with that. If it's outdoors, you're going to need a tent, and then you're going to build inside that tent. You're going to set up a display. You can really imprint your personality on that display. It is so much fun. And then you fill that display, that tent, that booth with your stock, and you sell it. Hopefully, the fair that you've applied for has done a really good job marketing, and people come and buy your items and are very happy to take them home and have that in their life. You are very happy to take their money and have income, and then when you're done, you pack up and go home. And some people do that almost every weekend out of the year, and it's their livelihood. And other people do that and they do it a couple times a year, and it's for fun and pocket money and just an extra thing or their passion, right? So that's what an art fair is, bare bones basics, right? And it is so much easier and so much harder than you think it'd be at the same time.